How much will my taxes be in retirement? That's what I want to talk about today on the Your Financial EKG YouTube channel, because I think the answer will surprise you on the low end. How much will my taxes be in retirement? Well, a recent Business Insider article said that the average taxes in retirement for someone who makes between $50,000 and $75,000 is right around $4,500 a year. Now, the average retirement income in America right now is $55,000. So we can assume that you're going to pay somewhere between $4,500 and maybe a little bit more in taxes, depending on how much retirement income you need. But is that true? I think we have to go to the sources. And what I mean by sources is we have to go to the source of your retirement income. And when we go to the source of your retirement income, that will determine how much in taxes you're going to pay in retirement. I'm going to show you an example towards the middle of this video on what it would actually look like in taxes, dollar for dollar, for a couple in retirement. So let's look at first the sources of your retirement income. So here we go. We've got the sources of your retirement income here in black for the most part, and we've got in red how those sources are taxed. So we've got your IRA, 401k, capital gains, dividends, interest, Social Security, Roth IRAs and Roth 401ks, and municipal bonds. Now, I know that a lot of you get rental property. I know that maybe you have K1s or things like that, but we want to limit this to the most common sources of retirement income. So for an IRA, if you take money out of your IRA, remember your IRA is pre-tax. So if you pull money out of your IRA, you're going to pay ordinary income on that. All right. If you take money out of your 401k, and it's not a Roth 401k, if you take money out of your 401k, that's going to be considered ordinary income. Now, keep in mind, if you have an IRA or a 401k and you take money out of that before age 59 and a half, and you're not following the rule of 55 or a 72T, if you take money out of your IRA or 401k before the age 59 and a half, you will pay a 10% penalty along with ordinary income taxes. So be aware of that when you're taking out retirement income. Now, capital gains, you have two sources of capital gains taxes. You have short-term capital gains and you have long-term capital gains. A short-term capital gain is simply that you own a stock for less than 12 months, you make a profit on that stock, on that cryptocurrency, on that mutual fund, on that ETF, and you sell it. So you buy a stock for $10, you sell it 6 months later for $20, you made a $10 profit. That's a short-term capital gain, and you're going to owe ordinary income taxes on that money. Now, a long-term capital gain means that you hold a stock, a mutual fund, an ETF, cryptocurrency longer than 12 months, and when you sell it after that 12 months, the taxes that you owe are recognized at 3 different levels based on your income. We've got a 0% level, a 15% level, and a 20% level. The higher the income, the larger the tax will be on your capital gain. That's why it's so important when you're thinking about capital gains, whether short-term or long-term, can you own this stock? Can you hold this mutual fund or ETF for a few months longer, a few days longer, and move that capital gain from short-term to long-term? All right, so let's look. Dividends. Dividends, like capital gains, have 3 taxable tiers: 0, 15%, and 20%, based on your income. Okay, remember, we're looking at the sources of your retirement income, and based on the sources, how they're taxed. Dividends have 3 separate tax structures. All right, interest is considered ordinary income, so interest out of your bank, ordinary income. Social Security. Now, we're going to dive into Social Security when we look at the strategy for a 68-year-old couple doing tax planning. We've got 3 structures for Social Security, and you're not taxed at 0, 50, or 85%. What Social Security does is they take your Social Security and they use a percentage of that Social Security in the computation of your taxes. Now, I did a video called How Your Social Security Benefits Are Taxed. I'll link that in the video, but we're going to look at how this affects all of this and how this is how you're taxed in retirement. Now, your Roth IRA and municipal bonds are tax-free. Roth 401k would also fall under there, which is why it's so important to try to push as much money into Roth IRAs, Roth 401ks as you possibly can early in your working career. And then once you get retired, doing Roth conversions, which we've done a lot of videos on. Go check those out. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.